I get to operate a Nissan Pao today, courtesy of the most eclectic car collector here in Massachusetts. It is not me. Alright, so let's go inside. I've never driven a Pao. I've never been in one. I've touched one at a show before. But let's take a look. I like just how everything is like this. Alright, clutch safety switch.
These little backpacks on the back of the seat.
Oh, what are we looking at? Oh yeah, little patches.
Nancy calls it her Hello Kitty car.
Alright, so clutch safety switch or not?
Nope.
Just like every other car. Alright. Power steering. Ooh, power steering. Crank windows. I love these triangle windows.
I do too.
How do they work? They just...
You gotta press the button as a lock, yeah.
Oh.
And on that one, the gasket's a little weak, so just
All right,
go for it. It's fine, you can use it.
I'm not gonna, it's cold, I'm not gonna use it. Winter, basically. Take a look. Little glove box.
Just big enough for a pair of chopsticks.
Face and foot. Cool. Recirc fresh. It's always amazing how, like, all this stuff, even though it was Japanese, they just use English words and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like everybody just knew what that stuff meant. Oh, these rotate. Cool.
Yep.
Oh.
Everybody thinks these are adjustable, and they try and move them, and they break them off.
Oh no. I mean,
plus the paint's lifting on them.
They do look adjustable.
Yeah.
It totally makes sense. Poor design, I guess. This thing's pretty clean.
It's not bad. A little dirty now. It needs to be cleaned again.
I love these, like, I like how everything kind of looks like ivory.
Me too.
Like, that's cool. All right.
And the shifter's delightful. You're gonna really like the shifter.
The shifter in this car is amazing, though.
Yeah, I love that.
It's just so crisp and so simple. The throws are actually pretty short, even though it's passive. Alright, where are we going?
You're going to go left out of the parking lot.
Okay.
Actually, go right out of the parking lot. We'll go back the other way.
Okay. Kind of just pan around.
Yeah, I'm not holding it very steady is a problem.
Don't worry about that.
That's the clutch. That's you, not me.
Yeah. Don't worry about the stability of those things. The GoPro is actually pretty amazing. Like, you could be like this,
and it'll sort it out for you.
Oh, yeah, it'll work.
So what's your driving impressions?
I love this. This is awesome. I hope my BE1 is anything close to this, just because it's a Pike car too. This is just such a cool car. Like, you don't get to see this stuff anymore.
I lost the...
No, that's fine. Good. As long as you're kind of facing somewhere.
But it's like a black on the screen.
Yeah, it's fine. It gets straight. It doesn't like burn up the battery and stuff. But this car is just very smooth. It's very floaty. It's very comfortable. And it's not like a sporty car that makes you want to, that you need to go. It just drives. It's a nice cruiser.
Yeah. I love the feel of this one. And it's really fun to wind it out. You know, don't be afraid to raise the RPMs on it. It's really, it's a little motor, so it likes to be rev.
Yeah, they like revs. It's just not my car, and I'm not used to doing that.
I appreciate it, but I trust you inherently.
It always bothers me when the cops are just like right up the cones.
Well, what bothers me is they're getting like $90 an hour to stand there, and they're on their phone or they're looking in the hole. They're not directing traffic, and then they're standing in your path of travel and kind of bitching at you because you're not going, even though they're blocking your route.
And then if you go too fast, like, you could have ran me over.
I know. It's like, step out of the way, use your hands in a way that actually tell me what I'm supposed to do, and communicate with me. You're going to go right before the Fireflies restaurant. See the curb cut? Yeah.
A little bit squealy?
Yeah, I think the tires are soft.
So the turn signal doesn't self-cancel?
It does, but it doesn't unless the turn is sharp enough.
Okay. But it's been a bunch of times like that now. I can fix it. I can just pop it up. Oh, speed limit's 25. How are the cops out here?
Pretty tough, but they're not around very often.
Okay, they're busy looking into the hole over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, are we already back? Because this is the golf course.
No, this is a different one.
It's a different golf course.
Yeah. Beautiful colors here on the trees.
Yeah. It's autumn leaf peeping season.
Great day for a ride in a kite car. This one isn't really a kite car, but
It's a pike car, so they call it.
Right.
I don't remember why they're called pike cars and stuff.
oh, I do. You don't know that?
No?
So Pike was the company that was hired to do the show cars,
Yeah?
and these were built in the Pike facility,
Okay.
which was not actually part of the factory.
Okay.
And they were supposed to be just show cars, and they were so well received, the designs were so well received,
Yeah?
that they got an authorization to build a small quantity of them. I think it was around 12,000.
Yeah?
And they were so limited that you had to enter a lottery to get them.
Yep. I remember reading about that.
Yeah.
I remember there was so much demand they didn't even make enough of them.
Right.
But doesn't that make sense? Like, you're supposed to make them now. Like, people
Right.
actually want them.
I know.
But then they're like, nah, we'll just do the 12,000.
It just always fascinated me that they had the facilities to make an entirely, hand-built, hand-designed car.
Yeah.
That I know it's based on basic components and platforms, but still, even just body panels and glass.
Yep.
Huge undertaking for a run of only 12,000.
Hey, 4,409 AZ-1s.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I mean, that wasn't the intention, but that's what happened.
Right. But isn't it wonderful that they did them at all?
Yeah. I love these like toggle switches.
I do too. They're very period. And I love the radio. It looks like a Citizens band radio of the period. The straps, you're supposed to put like a shoulder strap on, and it comes out of the slot, and you can carry
Take it with you?
as a portable. Yeah.
Because people stole radios in Japan, right?
Well, not for that. It actually had an internal battery,
Oh,
and you could
use
take
them
it on the
outside.
beach
There's
and
a
use it.
speaker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just on the Pao, not on the other ones.
Okay, that's really cool.
And I love these little mirrors with the ratchet and the pivot and the way they're attached to the pillars.
Everything's just cool.
Yeah. This, you asked me about that Bibendum, the Michelin van,
Yep.
in my shop. So that's a Renault R4.
Yep.
And I showed you the blue one, and I said it was supposed to be like that.
Yep.
This is what the recreation of this is. This is supposed to be a Renault R4.
Oh, okay. Retro things.
Yeah. And the S-Cargo is a retro of the 2CV.
Yep. It's just more squashed upwards.
Right, but you know about the design cues?
The roundness of it, yeah.
The roundness of it, the slab sides. It has a single spoke steering wheel, like a Citroen.
I can see that.
And it's got the bug-eye headlights like the Citroen.
Yep.
And on this one, the rear windows here
Yeah, they pop up.
are hinged like the 2CV is. So they fold up, they're bifold.
Yep. The Japanese builders, they have they pay a lot of homage to random cars.
Yes, they do.
The Daihatsu Miura, the van is like that, or not even the van, the little hatchback. Something about an Italian car. I'm not sure which one. They call it the Gino or something. I don't know.
The Bianchina?
I'm not sure what it is. It kind of looks like a Mini with the round headlights and the nose like a Mini.
In a Centi, maybe.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's just it's cool that just kind of. I mean, they're not like a blatant copy, but they had.
You're gonna go left
nice,
right under here.
Okay. And they just had nice design cues.
Pretty sharp.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
They had nice design cues that they kept from these cars, and you can kind of see it's oh yeah, it's kind of like one of these.
Right, and it's not an exact copy, as you said. It's more of a tribute or just a cue, so it's recognizable.
Like Cappuccino, I've also noticed a lot of Japanese people like to modify their car to look like other cars, even though it's not that car.
Right.
It's a thing to do, it seems like. The Cappuccino is highly modified like that. Usually it's a Viper, and it has the right cues to look like a Viper.
Yeah.
And with the additional Viper-like things, and you can tell it looks like a miniature Viper. Even in the AZ-1 world, they made them look like Ferrari F40s.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I bet that.
Man, it's on my website. I have
Because
all
of the side
of
indent, the air inlet.
Yep.
Yeah.
They some guy in his garage built a home body kit.
Wow.
With a miniature F40.
Oh, that's great.
I have all the photos that I've documented the whole build thing that the guy did. I forget forget what that Lamborghini is called. It's like a roundy looking one. That's what
Miura.
Miura, yes.
Yeah.
Somebody made a kit for that, and
that must be stunning.
It looks pretty cool.
And the headlights are similar. I see it. Yeah, I get it.
And they just shrink it down. It's just it shrunk. It shrunk in the dryer.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They have a Japanese van too that they put a Citroen H van body panel kit on it. Have you seen it?
Is that weird like boxy tall van?
Yes, with the corrugated sides.
Yep.
And I call it a pig snout nose. The Japanese have a body kit to make their little Japanese vans, and also the new modern Citroen vans to make it into a copy of a miniature H van.
That lady's really letting me go.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's because this car is so cute.
Exactly.
This shifter is so nice.
I know. It's my favorite part of this car.
Oh man, I really want one.
You're hooked. You're gonna have to find one.
I'm in trouble, man. Let me play with your toys, and I want some toys myself.
I won't let you drive too many things today.
Oh.
Just enough to whet your appetite.
Yeah, please don't.
But you know, I keep on inviting you on the rides, and we'd love to see your cars, but you're also welcome to drive something from our collection if you prefer.
Okay.
Or we can swap off, whatever.
I don't mind you guys driving my stuff either. Like,
Yeah.
my belief is cars are meant to be used. They're not supposed to be bought and stashed away for 50 years for some collector to buy much later. You know those Grummins over there, right?
Yeah.
Is this where they get serviced?
Yeah.
I really want a Grumman, but the post office won't sell them.
Left here. I know they don't.
However, there's like 2, I think. Someone managed to get a government auction.
Yeah, I think they do come up occasionally.
Very occasionally. Well, let's get in front of this dump truck.
There's also, I don't know if you ever saw it, but in the 60s, there was a tiny little narrow Jeep van that the post office
Yep,
used.
I've seen pictures of them.
I love those. My little town that I grew up in had them. Yeah, they are. They every once in a while one will come up.
Oh, you're right here.
Yeah.
So close. Would you like me to actually turn around?
No, just put it right down here. It's fine.
What is that? Is that a DS?
Yeah, DS Break, the safari wagon. We just pulled that off of Martha's Vineyard.
Oh.
It's been in the barn since 1977.
Okay. How is it?
It's not rusty, but the motor's stuck, so gotta
Okay.
decide if I'm going down that rabbit hole.
Oh, there's a little clock hidden down
Sorry.
here. There's a little clock hidden down here.
Yeah, it was up on the dash. Somebody knocked it off.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I left the car to someone and it came back that way.
I love like these hinges, and like
Yeah.
they made like little bubbles on the fender to protect them from the elements and stuff.
The design cues are wonderful. I love the corrugations down the side.
It gives you something to look at.
Yeah.
Decent sized trunk. Oh, is this a split hatch?
Yeah. Oh, I got it locked.
Oh.
Do you have the keys?
Yep. Well, I just drove it. I would.
I didn't know if you left them there. Or if you were going home with them to come back and get it after hours on me.
Ooh.
I gotta fix that piston.
That's your
This
drink.
way.
Oh man,
It's cool.
and you could just sit here and have a little picnic.
Exactly.
This is cool. I really like the split tailgate designs on like
I do
cars.
too.
It's not a common thing to come across. There's a roof rack for you to mount some stuff. Could I peek under the hood?
Absolutely.
This is really nice too. It's very
The feel of the button.
very satisfying.
Yeah.
How does it work?
There's a T way over my side.
Oh, I see it. It's like hiding.
Get it?
I heard it make a noise.
Yeah, you got it.
Ooh, front fold.
Embarrassing. It's a mess.
Ah, this is fine. It's very simple to work on, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the BE1 has the same motor. So now
But it's turboed on the BE one, isn't it?
I don't think it is.
No?
I think it's naturally aspirated. So it's all hinged on whether or not the 5-speed matters versus the whatever, God knows what type of automatic is in that thing.
Right.
But I've looked at the photos. It looks very similar to this. Have you had to do anything with this motor? Like,
Not
is it
really.
easy to get
It's
stuff?
due for a timing belt change. I had to do little stuff, adjust the timing, radiator hoses.
It doesn't look too bad to get at. I mean, it is kind of in the engine mount here.
Yeah.
Similar to the AZ-1 situation, but it's a little bit better because it's out here. Oh. That's probably what that knocking noise was.
Yeah, and that was probably me. I like them.
I like this too. It's cute. These round headlights grew on me.
Yeah.
So a lot of my cars have round headlights right now.
Look at the rear seats on that, in the back of that.
And this? Oh. And they just fold
flat into the floor.
and then you get your floor back.
Yeah, but you also, the way they're done, you got a footwell, you know?
Yeah. Well, this person has a better footwell than that person.
Right.
But these are cool.
See the singles. Look at the steering column come out of the dashboard.
I really want one of these, but they're too expensive. Can I open it?
Yeah.
And see, this
That
is
feels
satisfying.
like that. Yeah.
The Pao one is better. What the heck is going on here?
With?
How does this work? It just is it straight like through
Yeah,
here?
it's the steering column.
Wow.
Comes all the way through and then it bends to grip the wheel.
Okay.
That's a trademark of Citroen, is a single spoke steering wheel.
Yeah, I've seen like when you turn them on, they kind of like rotate around with the hydraulics or whatever they're doing.
Right.
I'm just like, that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm torn about this. I had to save it, you know?
Is this a column shifter? Is it a manual?
Yeah.
See, I was looking at that. The brake.
Oh, so on the Citroens, they have what they call it a champignon or mushroom,
Okay.
but it's a button brake, and it's a hydraulic valve that only has about half an inch of travel,
Okay.
and you have to modulate it very carefully. But that's how the brakes work. They're really incredible.
So if you don't modulate, it's going to lock them up.
No, yeah, I mean it's just like any other brake, but you're used to a 3-inch pedal travel,
yeah.
and now you have half an inch pedal travel.
Oh, interesting.
So it's really yeah, because it opens a valve instead of actually moving a cylinder.
I'm thinking about how that actually works in my brain, but I don't think I would ever know until I try it.
Well, maybe we'll fire up the other DS for you today and give you a
Ooh.
ride, or next visit, whatever works.
Next time.
Yeah.
We have things to do this time.
Yeah. It looks like my space in hell in this. I gotta get some dryer sheets in here. Before I lose it.
Do you not close the windows all the way?
I can go overheat in the summer, but it's,
Okay.
now it's not so.
But what about like rain and stuff?
Usually they're aerodynamically enough that the little crack in the window won't let all the water in.
Okay.
You know, because of the roof overhang.
Yeah.
I gotta confess, I got discouraged. The motor was locked up so bad on this, so I haven't cared for it the way I should.
Well, I mean, it was already a project, so it's okay if it's.
Yeah, I know. I just was hoping I could break it free and breathe life into it like I usually do. I pulled like 400 cars out of barns,
Yeah.
and we've had a success rate of like 98%.
And like, look, you got so much stuff here, like an S-Car Go.
Yeah, see, look at the single spoke steering wheel on that one.
Oh yeah. I've probably seen it. I just never registered it in my mind.
And the bug eye headlights are like a 2CV, and the split side windows are like the rear windows on a 2CV.
Yeah, this is totally 2CV. You can see it.
Yeah.
I like this Audi badge thing going on here.
I love the hubcaps with the pictures of snails on them.
Yeah. It's so cute. The Subaru 360 has piqued my interest here and there, but like.
Definitely drive one of those today.
Oh, okay.
You'll fall in love with that instantly.
Ooh, a Jeepster.
We just pulled this off Block Island.
So these islands all have like these random old
Yeah.
classic cars that people have just left
last
there.
6 cars came off islands. And they were like three weeks apart. Don't let me forget to show you the other building too.
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna go topside, and we'll check out the stuff. Yes, we put the exhaust back on, and it looks good now.
Run it since then, right?
Nope. You mind if I show my viewers your stuff?
Huh?
You mind if I show my viewers your stuff?
Not at all. Go ahead.
We'll just take a quick walk around here. Bunch of 2 CVs. A little Smart 4.2. It's got some vintage motorcycles. Is this a Fiat 500? Looks like a vintage 500. There's a bunch of these, or something like these. There's the Bond Bug. This thing really fascinates me right here. I love like the yoke. There is a Subaru 360 van.
You want to hop in the Messerschmitt?
This? Yeah, sure, why not? How does one get in this thing? Oh. Oh, man.
And then the parallelogram goes up.
Okay. There you go. Thank you. Ooh.
That's right. Put your feet on the hump. Hold your seat between your legs. No, between your legs.
This?
No, up top. Yeah. And then gently let yourself down. Don't let it drop. There you go. Okay?
So why can I get can you pick up the thing again? You're
Pinching the strap.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, still. I guess this is an annoyance of this thing. So why do you have to lift the seat up?
Because it's much easier to get in and out of than when it's flat on the floor. So it's a convenience.
What is going on here?
What are you looking at?
How does any of this work?
Don't force the steering rod when it's not moving because they crack.
Yep.
So what are you asking about? So that's your shifter.
Shifter, okay.
It's a progressive shift, 1 back like a motorcycle,
Okay.
and then 3 forward, so 4 gears. Neutrals between first and second.
Okay.
The little trigger on it is a neutral finder.
This thing?
So it'll kick it into neutral between 2 gears. Not necessarily the neutral, but if you're at a light, you can find a neutral.
Okay.
The other one over here is a handbrake. No, way down.
This?
Yeah.
This, man. I really like this thing too.
Oh my God, when you're riding in it, you won't believe it. I wish it was closer to the door. I'd give you a ride in it. But
Another
next
time.
time you come up, I'll have it for you.
Another time. I feel like this is kind of,
Yeah,
it's like it
it's
starts
broke.
crushing this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm just paranoid of that.
Yeah, we're okay.
All right, so
See how hard it is to get out? Now, try something else. Put your feet back on the hump.
yeah.
Put this arm on the sill. Put your other arm on the front edge of the seat between your legs.
Yeah.
And lift up and back. No, up and back.
Yeah,
Makes it a lot easier to get in and out of.
I get it.
Yeah.
But if I had to just squeeze out, it's kind of like the AZ-1.
Yeah.
If you don't have something in your hand, like I'm holding my camera,
Right.
so it would be easier to get in and out. It's just like a little airplane without wings.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
9.5 pounding horsepower.
I mean, it's like a little motorcycle.
You see the little pizza shelf? Keep your pizzas warm?
Is that really what it's for?
No, it's just tools.
It kind of does look like a pizza oven
Yep,
too.
and it's over the engine, so it keeps the pizzas warm.
Hey, as long as it fits in there.
And I love the smell of the two-stroke.
Yeah, it's two-stroke is it's very old school and familiar. So that's like a Targa top type thing.
Well,
Convertible.
it's cabriolet.
Cabriolet, okay.
And this was actually converted. This was a bubble top.
Okay, and this is the bubble top.
Yeah.
And
And then the yellow one is called the Sport.
This is a
With
Sport.
the abbreviated windshield, and it's got a real scissors frame convertible top.
Yeah. Like this dome. The dome is so fascinating. So, is the glass taken out of it right now?
Yeah,
Like on the side?
Summer.
Okay.
So that dome is a really poor quality. You can see all the distortion in the bends.
Like right here?
That was an American reproduction.
Oh,
But
okay.
the ones we get from Germany are near perfect optically.
Yeah, like I could see it right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but it's there. There's so much cool stuff here. Another 360?
What?
Another 360?
Yeah.
Does that pop off?
What, the roof?
Yeah.
No, they were done that way because it was too expensive to stamp them out of steel. So it's a fiberglass panel, and you can take them out, but when you do, the body torques, and they're very hard to get back in.
So it was a structural piece of fiberglass.
Yeah, exactly. And people do take them out, but it's not recommended.
Yeah, there's no bracing, and the thing will get a little bit messed up. Oh, here's one. Is this like a nice glass?
Yeah, this one is a decent glass, yeah.
Because there's no distortions here. It's just a reflection
Right.
of what it's supposed to be.
I think this is an original dome.
That's
and there was a crack in it, so somebody put a patch on it.
Oh yeah, I looked at that
Transfers
earlier.
are really interesting. This is where the places this car has been. Grossglockner Pass in Sweden and Germany and Baden-Baden.
This is very fascinating for patching glass.
It was a period patch in the 50s or 60s.
So they cut a circle out of it
Yeah,
and then put a bigger piece of circle over
so
it.
that the crack wouldn't transfer. Or keep
Oh,
going.
yeah. They cut the crack out. It's kind of like rust,
Yeah.
but glass.
And these are the DS. These are wonderful. And you'll see the same button brake. And unfortunately, my headliner's coming down. But you got to sit in this and feel how push the seats and the carpet in there.
What? Oh, whoa!
It's like a French bordello.
What is?
Even the carpet's got 3 inches of padding.
Dude, this is amazing. Let me get out of the headliner over here. I can see why these are so comfortable now.
Yeah, they're just spectacular.
Like the
cars.
suspension is as floaty as the carpet,
Right.
and the couch in the
Yeah.
back. Like, I don't know. It's so cool. And like the big old school armrest that actually did something.
Yeah.
Is this an ashtray? Oh yeah, it's very French. Ashtrays everywhere.
Yeah, God forbid you should have to reach with your cigarette.
Oh
So
no.
there's 2, one for each passenger.
Well, that's how it was here.
Yeah. And the cars are really remarkable. I don't know how much you know about the hydraulics on them.
I've briefly looked into them because of how cool they were. This reminds me like of a house.
Yeah.
So it's like the threshold to get in and out.
Yeah.
And then coming into this, the softness was very unexpected.
Yeah. So if you have a flat tire, you put the suspension in the highest position and
Yeah.
it goes up.
Yep.
Then you put a rigid tool into the jack stand.
Yeah.
Then you put the suspension down and the car will drop onto the stand and lift the wheels off the ground on this side.
That's cool.
So you don't have to jack it up. It does it hydromatically.
There's no way for you to get at it without it doing that.
Right. And, well, no, there is, because this whole fender comes off with one bolt.
Oh, okay.
That bolt comes off and the fender comes right off. And if you don't have a spare, you can take off one rear white wheel and the car will run on 3 tires.
Even when you turn?
Yeah. And it's kind of like cantilever. Like we go to car shows, we take a wheel off,
Yeah.
and you can bounce the car and it won't touch down in this corner. You can only do it on the rear, but you can do it on the rear.
Why don't we have cool stuff like that now?
I know, exactly, exactly.
Is this a factory option?
Yeah, factory option.
The window blinds?
Yeah, or an aftermarket option.
Or it was something of the period.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not
you
it's
saw
not
the
like
button.
it's not like the curtains. It's
Right.
it's blinds like your house.
See the button brake?
Yeah. Oh man.
And this has Citromatic. So Citromatic is a conventional 4-speed, but all of the controls are done hydropneumatically. So when you lift the shift lever to start it, then you push it forward for first gear, and there's a modulator, so there's no clutch.
Okay.
And as you accelerate, it releases the clutch using hydraulic pressure.
Okay.
And then you move the shifter from first to second, and invisible to the driver, it hydraulically activates the clutch, shifts the gears, and releases the clutch in modulation.
That
So it's not a semi-automatic like a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
It's a true 4-speed manual, but all operated hydropneumatically.
it's technology that's like lost.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they do that anymore?
I know. It's
I mean, it's super complicated. I'm sure there's all kinds of things that could go wrong, but they could have worked on it and made it better.
Yeah, it actually is very reliable. When it breaks, it's a nightmare, but it's remarkably reliable.
Oh, it's like stuff in the IT world, like when you build Microsoft Exchange. Oh, this was the jackass earlier.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare to build, but once it works, you're good. Just don't break it.
This car also was converted to run on liquid propane.
Oh.
And it's got both tanks. You can run it on fuel or liquid propane.
That's
Headlights
cool.
steer with the steering wheel.
Yeah.
The inboard headlights.
Yep. Wow.
And the brakes, the Citromatic transmission, the suspension, and all of that runs on the same hydraulic system.
Yes, I've heard about how like when it's leaking or something, everything stops working.
If you go down a hill, the headlights tip up. If you go up a hill, they tip down.
Yep. So it's like self-leveling.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the modern cars have kept that type of thing going on.
But they don't do it with the gyro. They do it with cables the whole length of the car.
Huh.
And they depending on the suspension, they pull the headlights up or down.
Everything is dependent on this hydraulic suspension system.
And do you know this one?
No.
Tatra from the Czech Republic.
Ooh.
So this one you got to see. This is interesting.
Giant rear-mounted V8.
Yeah.
What else?
What else?
What am I looking at?
Air-cooled V8 Hemi.
Oh, there's the fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see the gills on the side for inlet on the fender side.
Yeah.
No, on the outside.
Outside. Oh, right here.
Yeah.
It's madness.
They're fabulous cars. You know the high grills at the front door?
Yep. Could I sit in this?
Sure. So Heinkel got sued by Isetta for copyright infringement.
Yep.
And the way they separated it was they had the steering column remain fixed because the Isetta one opens with the door.
Yep. This is interesting.
Yeah, it feels really cool when you close it up.
Look at like the latch.
It's pretty dusty.
Ah, that's all right. It's such a basic thing, and then like this sequential like shifter.
Yeah.
So this is a manual. It's 3 pedals.
Yeah.
And you're just shifting 0 for neutral.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's a decent amount of storage space back here. Oh, and the top comes off on this guy.
It's a bubble top.
Bubble top.
I mean a sunroof top.
Boy, how do we get? I'm too big for this car.
You're really not. You just gotta get used to it.
I want to show people the Vixen.
Yeah. Go ahead. You gotta go around.
Yeah.
Winter time gets pretty packed in here.
More packed than this?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
We're still making space.
This is like one of the rarest RV things that I've looked into. There was a really cool one for sale that had like the BMW, like the red, white, and blue stripes kind of on it. And that's what got me into it. I was like, oh, I want that. This thing is very cool. You get the pop-up roof over there. Just pull the latch. You get the recessed floor you can step into. And look at all this room. I can stand up in here. There's like a little kitchenette. What is this? Is this oh, it's all like the buttons to control stuff.
Control panel, and it's got an overhead fan too.
Is this like the AC unit or something?
Yeah.
There's like fans here. There's a microwave. Do these things still all work?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You get a fold-out table. This becomes a bed. What are those reading lights?
And it's a 5-speed manual, which is cool.
Did these come in automatic or no?
No. Well, later they did a 3.8 liter Buick engine with a fixed roof
Okay.
and an automatic.
I think the one I looked at was a fixed roof.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a generator.
Yeah, there's a generator under the front hood.
I like how, like, I don't know, I have a thing for weird windows.
Uh-huh.
There's no reason this window had to be like this.
Exactly.
So it's like, they're just cool, different. This is like where, oh, this is a closet. Got a bed up here. You can practically almost stand up when this is closed.
Oh, you can. When it's closed, you can't.
Yeah, like you're a little bit hunched.
Yeah.
Get the
But
shower,
you can
toilet.
Get back here on the road if you need to get
Oh
something.
yeah, and you have to kind of just hunch over
Or
and
deal
grab
with
some
your
stuff.
kids or something.
Like, shut up back there, or I'm gonna tie you up with these
I
zip
have to
ties.
stop the car.
Stop the car, turn all the seats around to sit down and yell at you. What's the significance of this smart car here?
So it's the first smarts when they were really made by Swatch watch people.
Okay.
And it's a 3-cylinder. It was made with Mercedes at the time.
Okay.
But it's not the Daihatsu platform.
Okay.
And it's got a Tiptronic automatic.
I drove a smart car. It wasn't this then. It was the crummier one.
Yeah, the Tiptronics are horrible, even on this iteration. But this was before they came into the States, and I just had to have one.
This was an imported one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But they're fun. This is a Dauphine we found with like 8,000 original miles on it.
Look, it looks pristine in here.
A woman from France had married a guy from the States, and she wanted to buy the Dauphine when it came out because she was homesick for French products.
Yeah.
And her husband said, no, it's a small car, you'll kill yourself. And she put her foot down and they bought it in '61. And in the first year, it had 1,200 miles on it when we got it.
Yeah.
A guy went through a stop sign in a pickup truck and hit her on this quarter and spun her around.
Uh-huh.
And she wasn't hurt, but he wouldn't let her fix it and she wouldn't let him sell it. And it sat in their garage for 40 years.
Okay.
And I found it and I chased it for 8 years. And she kept saying she wasn't ready yet, but when she was, she'd sell it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I called her once and she said, I'm so sorry, I forgot about you. I sold it to a guy in New Jersey.
Oh, no.
So I got his name and I chased him for 4 years and we became good friends because we loved French cars.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I'm going to fix it one day. I said, Danny, you're never going to get to it. Just give it up. And he said, okay, all right. So I bought it from him. We brought it home. We hung a fender on it in the first day.
Yeah.
We got it running and got brakes on it in the second day. So after 47 years, we had it running in 2 days.
Was it this quarter?
Yeah. And I had my paint guy match the patina. I didn't want it to be perfect.
Yeah.
So he did a really nice job.
I mean, you could hardly tell, really.
Yeah. So I forget how many miles down, maybe 10 or 12,000 now. My wife loves this car. This is hers. And again, hasn't been out for a while because I've been a little overwhelmed. But
just a little.
yeah, so we're getting there.
All right. All right, let's get back to work here. Hey, look at that dust. Oh my God, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, let me see if
I'm gonna have to cut the video short here because there's a lot of stuff going on and I don't want to kind of commingle everything together. I'm over here in Hudson, Mass, trying to help Mr. Gould fix his AZ-1. He's one of the first AZ-1s in the state. I'm not sure if he's actually the first or the other guy is, but I don't know who the other guy is, so I'm not sure yet. It doesn't really matter. His AZ-1's not working, and I'm going to try to fix it. It looks hopeful right now. The car's responding to the things we're checking. A huge thank you to Mr. Gould here showing off his collection to me. He is an avid microcar collector. He obviously has bigger cars too, but he loves all like the strange little things, kind of like what I'm doing. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more car content like this. He let me drive a whole bunch of his cars, and I try to get some video of it. It's a little difficult filming in the situation that I'm in there. I hope you guys will enjoy it anyways. It looks pretty cool there. He has so many cars. I think he told me he has over 100 cars. I don't think they were even all there, so he probably has some more somewhere else. Leave a comment below on how cool, whatever cool thing that you see there. Maybe he'll let me drive it if we can get it out or something. It is getting late in the season, so he's starting to sardine can pack the place. So it's not as easy to get certain things, but we can take a closer look at some stuff.